Welcome to another DeadThree film breakdown. Appreciate everybody's support of the channel. We're going to switch gears here from the weekend and look at Duke and Florida State. We haven't done a Duke game for a little bit. If you can see in the lower left-hand corner, there is a subscribe link. That the button actually doesn't do anything, but if you could just subscribe, we'll appreciate it. There is a link right below this. It helps us out quite a bit with the channel, and also like and comment and share if you can, but definitely if you could click that subscribe button below, it is appreciated. But let's go ahead and get going with the Duke Florida State game. Florida State's always kind of giving them troubles a little bit, but here we go. Florida State wins the tip. Leonard Hamilton does a great job with this group, with his teams, right? High post elbow or high post big playing at the nail. And probably a bunch of ball screens. So what we see initially is Keels from Duke going over again, top of the screen. Here's what's great about what Duke is able to do here is they don't really have to show. So Paulo Banchero doesn't have to do too much. This is called a squeeze. If this guy is a dead three catch and shoot guy that we're not going to let beat us pick and pop, we could go under the screen and squeeze it and flatten the screen and make it a little bit tougher. But he goes over the top of the screen. But what's nice about this is that we're able to, with Williams, protect a little bit more there and recover a little bit quicker, right? And then Wendell Moore's got to be able to stunt, get 2 feet in the paint. So they get them potentially on that back cut. So there's a great play there that they were looking to go dribble handoff here. He stunts up and he back cuts. I need to do this with my group where we work on just straight dribble handoff and then we work on back cuts off of it and then just play. So they break it through the big. That was at the nail. Now here's a back cut to probably a dribble handoff. There's the back cut. There's a dribble handoff. But look at how hard Duke is getting into it right here. Look at how Paulo Banchero is hard into that passing lane, going over the top, getting a hand in it, right? And then all of a sudden you get the breakaway and the foul. So you're 20 seconds in, you have a turnover, you've already committed one foul, but you won the tip, right? But you're on the road playing the number, 9 team in the nation, right? And you've got to be able to make some of these plays, right? So sideline out of bounds. Duke likes to just get it in where there's just not a ton of action in terms of sets to score off of, right? So right here, they're just spaced and they're just not matched up. So let's watch this. Where's Keels? So Keels is cutting here. There's a 2-man action. So he's guarding the ball, as you can see right here. Guarding ball. That looks like they might be switching to Keels here. And then Griffin goes weak. So now they're messed up because he's guarding here. He's guarding here. He is now guarding here. And he's guarding. So they do it all, right? But they're not matched up. So he's covering down to big. And it's just a change, right? Now they don't have the matchups necessarily that they want, I don't believe. I could be wrong, right? But Banchero gave it up, and look, he's basket cutting. He's got the three, he's got a post feed, he's got Banchero on the back cut, and he doesn't take any of it, right? Doesn't take any of it. So now they're going to get into it. It's just a high-low action to Williams, right? So it's a great gig. Look, so for my guys, hopefully my guys are watching this, but look, doesn't get it, but watch. Again, my guys. Watch what Keels does on the catch. Peek, right? Just a quick fake. It's not like this over-under in terms of how you shot fake, but he shows it a little bit. Now, we go from sealing in right here. So he's sealing kind of in, but he doesn't have his butt and his thigh. There's no great contact here other than the hands, right? He's going to be stunting down because we could throw it right here and just get a dunk. But watch what he does. Now he's sealing him out. Right? So he's got him, right? Unfortunately, he lets him just get around, right? Now, this is not going to work in the NBA, right? Because you're not going to just be able to throw that. So he throws the lob. He doesn't have vision, right? It's great when you have a 7-footer that's athletic that can just finish around the rim. So now you're up 2-0, right? Looks like a double high ball screen. We call it 2X to a flare. So there's a bad flare. There's a stack action that we call it. Shooter on top or roll guy, over the top, downhill. Now, rotations are jacked up here. It looks like they're trying to run like a double high ball screen. My group runs this. He comes over the top. He's not going to be able to protect. So watch. Williams is coming over. So whoever this guy is, which is probably Keels, he better protect to the big. but they're able to get it there. So that's just a breakdown on the weak side. So to show it again, Banchero's got to be able to help. He doesn't. Williams has to be able to help, not downhill, but uphill. And Keels has, like, it's all rotations here. And they don't get it, right? So 2-2 to start the game, right? Again, these are highlight reels, so we'll get what we can, right? So they get, listen, they get a good three, and we don't get the full action of the play. So right here, we don't get the full action. He shows it on a peek. He gets a wide open three. We have three on the weak side if Keels will get in there. He doesn't. He gets back. So we have two bigs, Banchero probably and, Banchero and Williams, right? And then they fight and they get it. So you get an offensive rebound and they immediately change it. Now they're scrambling, pointing, talking right here. So Keels is going to have a drive to collapse it. Keels is going to have a kick. Look at how he's shot ready, right? And Banchero should be spacing up, getting short corner, or going to post this guy. So immediate, he doesn't change it, but he's going to drive with contact with his left to get to the nail or elbow. Boom. Right? Look at how everybody spotted up. Banchero got wide. Now look, as he goes to help the big, where's the play? Pocket pass, play to the rim. Right? So that's it, right? Seeing this for the first time. Drives it downhill, 2 feet in the paint, plays to the nail or elbow. You have a big on the weak side. We're not covering down here, right? That's where, look at that. You can't do that against the number 9 team in the nation at their place, right? When there's a 7-footer. Okay, so the roll's not going to work here because we have the spacing's not great here. I do like it how they run people flat. Close out, and now, could be game plan, right? So here's the difference, right? If you have a 5 that can make those shots, look, this guy's back cutting or down screening. I love it, right? And we do get a hand up, but look, his hands are up. Even if he can't shoot it, his hands are up, contested. We played this past weekend. We let people hit shots all over us and our hands were down, right? So my guys that might be watching this, hands always have to be up. Banchero's got a block out weak, right? They get a 3 and they go. Quick outlets, right? So now we get another play here. Look at Banchero. A lot of trying to create space and angle, but with our look, and they're trying to get it to Banchero. They're not letting him get it post, mid post, or anything. So he is working on sealing with his upper body and not getting what he wants. So he's just not going to get open against teams that are committed to shutting him down, right? Because at some point, size and strength is equaled out to a certain extent. Right? So the whole play here was about getting Banchero the ball, and it wasn't working. So Williams goes weak. Now they're just playing basketball. Pin down, or at least a movement to a change, to a quick catch and shoot. Now, yeah, absolutely great when you're a McDonald's All-American and you're a possible pro after 1 year that you can make these shots. My guys, high school guys, whatever it might be, right? Basket cut, like you're taking that shot on a one-step closeout, man, you better be good. Right? And he's an All-American, McDonald's All-American, and he is, we'll get right after this. This is a YouTube commercial, right? So we'll get right back into it. We'll show another play or two here. So he hit it, right? So there it is, right? I mean, Trevor Keels averaging about 13.5, right? And it looks like doesn't hit a ton of, that's last 3 games. Last 3 games, he's averaging 3 threes a game. So downhill, right here, he just hits a 3. Like these are deal killers, right? They just break momentum. You hit a 3, you get 2 lob dunks to your big guy. So you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's your 7 points. And then you give up this right now. That's a seal. For my guys watching, they're not sealing with their hands. They're not just trying to say, hey, get me the ball here and I'll play. But they're literally saying, I'm going to get 2 feet in the paint. I'm going to engage you. I'm going to pound you for 40 minutes. I'm going to make you defend me for 40. And I'm going to take away your ability to go help. So that's being like, I love that because I think that's a toughness edge. There is without question a time to just kind of seal hand and all that, right? And get the positioning you want. So in one pass, right? And this guy can play. Right? So he has become, right? He makes that, right? Okay, so here's what's great about this possession. One, Banchero's allowed to bring it. So you get a 6'10 guy that can be an outlet guy. Two, he just doesn't inbound it to pressure. And he's not going to fight this guy. Banchero's smart enough to hang out for a little bit. But you have a 6'10", number 1 draft pick that can bring the ball up the floor and get right to here on a spin, a full spin. Now, it'd be nice, man, if he could just finish. I mean, I don't know how much better this can get. But we're going to kick, and look at Keels or whoever this is, maybe it's more, Keels, immediately knows to change it. He knows the peak. Right? Now, the ball got from this side of the floor to the other side of the floor. It got immediately changed right here, and now there's a peak. And you get the flush. I don't know if there's a foul. You get the N1. Okay? No, they called it earlier. Okay, so they called the foul earlier. Okay, so he makes 2 probably. All right, we'll go one more possession here. All right, makes 1, so it's 8-7. Okay, so now we're back here with Florida State, 8-7, 4 minutes in. Look, he's already setting it up for a back cut. We have John in, who's probably going to fill here. There's your back cut. There's John, they switched it out, right? So it looks like right here, they're going to bring it. Locked in here, and John's locked in here. They don't have the matchups they want. So look how they don't have the matchups they want. So what do? Keels immediately passes them off, right? Now this would be great on a slip, right? If they're going to switch. Now look, Keels not only is passing his man off to John, but he's also telling Roach here to get up to his man, right? Which he doesn't do. He doesn't. He communicated it right here. Watch. He communicates it right there. He's pointing. Take him. He sees it. They got to be looking at each other, but he's flat and not ready to take it. And so Keels doesn't give up on it. He's like, I'm going to guard this. Right? So good on him. So really, really good on this guy. The more I watch him, the more I love how he's just competitive. He's not going to sit here and blame him that he didn't get out. He passed off his man to Johns. They wanted to switch this out because Roach should be here contesting. Keel should be right here on his body. We should be in this passing lane line of ball. This guy should be jumped over. But Keels doesn't stop. He's like, no, we messed up on it. Now we run. So now look, 1, 2, 3. Look at how hard this guy's running. Right? Keels is out, and it's a 3-man weave. It is literally a 3-man weave. Now, Banchero on the weak side can run a lot harder. Like go. Right? Go. Okay, so that's the first part of Duke, Florida State from this past weekend. Duke ends up winning by 10 or 15 or something. Listen, at the bottom, there is a subscribe button right below this video. If you could do me a favor, click that subscribe button, right? And we appreciate all the support that you have given the channel and anything you can do. The subscribe button's below the video, and any help that you can give is always appreciated. Thank you.